Alright, we are gonna play some Evil Dead. And it's surprisingly a more complicated game than I thought it would be initially. For something that's kind of a hack and slash for the survivors part, the demons part is essentially manipulating the environment around them, possessing them, spawning crap at them, stuff like that, which is actually more nuanced than I've seen in something else for quite a while, if anything, really. Anyways, I found that in the beginning of the game, you just really want to set as many traps as possible. The reason for this is that you build your level, which you can see in the bottom right corner there. With the demon eyes, I'm at level 1. So the more traps you set, the more you are... oh no, I'm at level 2. Anyways, the more traps you set, the more you can build that up. And by the time you get to level 10, you become a Warlord. Basically, you can spawn your boss in them and really harass them with that. Now, I tried the Necromancer because, as of now, the Necromancer seems to be the most popular, and he can definitely fuck shit up, sending armies out at them, but I haven't had any luck with him. And same with the Psychic guy. I haven't played enough of the Psychic one, really, that like possesses people more. Looks interesting, though. Definitely interested to get possessions up and have them just start shooting at each other, but... Now, for me, what I found is the Warlord is so far my favorite, just because I'm a noob at this game, and she's probably the easiest to handle. Warlord, also, if you've seen Evil Dead 2, is the fat, bloated, naked grandma character. So, extra bonus for her being as gross as possible. One of her attacks, you like shart all over the ground around them, which also damages them. Anyways, so right now I'm not even concerned really about the survivors. I'm just trying to set up as many traps as possible. That helps with building up your threat power, basically what you're capable of doing, as well as if they use these areas, which seems like they use about half of the areas. The map's really big. But if they happen to go to one of your trapped up locations, it can really mess with them, especially if you're on them. So on the top there, you can see what the survivors' tasks are. So right now they're trying to collect 3 parts of the map. They're kind of told the general area where it is, but not exactly where it is. So I don't know where they are when they immediately spawn, so they actually have time right now to kind of split off and collect as many items as they can, which is beneficial for them since, you know, I don't really know where they are, and even if I did know where they are, I can't really fuck with them too much. As you can see now, though, I started leveling up and I got Portal Basic. The power of portals, you can see on the right. Basically, that's how you can spawn enemies in. Now, I found when I first played this, my tactic was to keep spawning as much crap as possible at them, but they can overpower that pretty simply. So, you have to be very strategic about how you spawn them, when you spawn them, that kind of thing. And I found, at least for Granny over here, it's beneficial when you spawn them, and then possess them, and then you can really do some damage, because the guys that she spawns, especially the elite guys, I mean, they look like hillbilly demons or whatever, but they have a pretty good kick to them. They can take some good amount of damage, and they can also deal some good amount of damage. The only part that's frustrating for possession is you can get stun locked quite a bit. And you just sit there like a cuck and just watch your character get like the shit kicked out of it while it's just stun locked. So hopefully they kind of balance that out, but it's not a huge deal. So what do the survivors have to do? So look at the top there. They have to collect 3 parts of the map. As you can see, they're not like super focused on it right now. But yeah, they have to collect the 3 parts of the map, then they can grab either the dagger or the piece of paper there, what it's called, in whatever order they want. so it's not too strict. Um, and really, that seems like the best time to really strike them is when they're going out collecting stuff, because by the time you get to those like 3 hooded figures and the second to last thing, and then the book, I found a person. By the time you get to that, usually it's game over. Alright, so what I just did there was a possession. Look at the bottom right with the skull. It's counting down at like 113, 112. Long fucking cooldown. So try to aim those carefully if you can. So now I'm possessing a hillbilly, and my only plan right now is just to beat the shit out of this guy so I can make them start using their resources more. And as you can see, if you get one of them by themselves kind of cornered with these guys, you can do a lot of damage with them. So I took out like more than half of that guy's health. They're starting to go in my traps now, which is terrifying them. And when they're terrified, that's when you can possess them. So that's the nice thing about traps there. Just keep collecting orbs. And since they're in this building, try to set a trap in the middle of it. Okay, so she just reacted to that, and now I can possess her because she got freaked out by that. So now you just want to get out your ranged weapon and just start unloading on them as much as possible. Just try to damage the other survivors as much as possible. Now, another thing for possession, if you notice the bottom right bar, that's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of shit you gotta know, and this game doesn't do a great job of spelling out what part is. Anyways, the bottom bar, that's me collecting those red orbs flying around. If you do a possession and you hold out for a while doing it, it eats up a lot of possession. So if I possess somebody in the middle of nowhere, I mean, you can try like firing out all their rounds so they have no bullets, but if you're not going to do much damage to them, it just seems kind of like a waste of orbs if you need them for stuff like this. That was a good possession thing there. So look at Ash right now. I can't actually damage him because he is locked in an animation, like an execution animation. So when they're doing that, don't waste time trying to damage them, especially if somebody else is nearby to hurt, like this girl here. So I ran out of ammo, but that's fine. I'm just going to beat on her. And a lot of times, especially near the later game, you're going to find them grouped up like that. Now, it's nice if you can like get hits on all of them, but they have a really good tactic of like stick and move. So it actually seems to work better if you just target one of them and just beat the shit out of one person and try to like really fuck with them.
I dreamed of this moment.
So yeah, as you can see here, just really beat down on them. Oh yeah, and they have little special moves too, so what I just did there too was start puking on them. Which, actually, now that I think of it, I think I heard somewhere that puking on them doesn't really damage them, but it means they can't dodge for a little bit. So maybe ideally, if you find somebody alone, and if you can spawn an elite on them, just puke on them, and then just start going savage on them, because they can't do their dodge as easy, and that's when you can really just beat the crap out of them. Yeah, as you can see right now, Ash is terrified, so I kind of want to stick close to them and collect as many orbs because possessions are expensive. And when he gets out, he's gonna put his gun to some good use on his teammates. Now notice I'm not grabbing him now just because he's alone. No, just kidding, I do. I do like that post-recording quality.
The humans now know the location of the lost pages and Kandarian dagger. You've disappointed us. Don't do it again.
So as you can see there, that was actually kind of a waste of a possession. They're standing right next to a trap that could have activated, but because I used all the blood points, screwed it up. Too late to get to that one. This one they're right next to though, so it's probably going to see some use in a sec. There it goes. Activated the trap. So now more of them are freaked out. They're on me now. So they beat the demon out of me, but doesn't matter. I got another one right here. So yeah, the name of the game is just keep the pressure on them. Keep abusing their health. Just basically don't give them a chance to breathe and recollect. But yeah, as you can probably tell, it's not as direct as like other asymmetrical games like the Jason one or Dead by Daylight. This one, you really are just kind of around them and you kind of fuck with them more. So like now, just possess their card, try to get some hits on them. But now, my my power at the bottom there, as you can see, is depleted. So while they're taking the dagger, I have to float around and find some red orbs.
The humans have located the Kandarian dagger. Stop them before they take it.
And like a nagging wife, the demon is there to tell you everything you're doing wrong. I have a lot of points though, so now is actually a time I think I'm going to throw a Warlord in there. So yeah, first I want to spawn and do some possession, so get some damage on them this way. Look how they're on it though. They know that I'm doing a lot of possessions for them. Now I got the fat old granny bitch out here. So if you heard that fart, I basically started gas trail with that, which fucks with their endurance. And now I just start going ham on them. So I knocked him down, so now it's 3 of them up. So if you saw that first hit that Ash did, where a bunch of white shit came out instead of like his health bar going down, that's an amulet. And that thing is like a little armor defense. So instead of actually hitting their health, you are damaging an amulet. Those things can be a real pain in the ass, especially if they collect a bunch of them. Pablo, the Mexican guy in the show, his character can like spawn more amulets, so he's something of a threat to consider in regards to that. So even though I'm dead with Granny, I'm just gonna come back and keep beating the shit out of them. Look at Ash right there. He's locked in animation, unfortunately, but he just did a dodge. Hit him. It's annoying, but when survivors are getting like harassed by you, if their friends are like beating on you, they can kind of slip away and have a chance to drink their beer or cola. It's funny, this game's super violent and like gory, and I guess the grandma's nude, but they had a problem with Shep's beer, so they changed it to Shep's cola because, you know, don't want to offend anyone.
They've taken the dagger. They found it, fought for it, and smashed it.
So now that they have the dagger, you
you
just get booted out of the area, which is kind of annoying, but gives them a breather since they accomplished it, so but it's fair. So now I'm going to the paper here, the page or whatever, and basically gonna try to set up and prepare. Before, when I first started playing, I would over set up and just try to hit like every trap there. Now I kind of just set up in the area, but after that, they usually get in a car to drive to your location, so I actually found it's more beneficial to see, so you can see on the top, it notifies you when they're driving and it shows them on the map. When they're driving to you, like, go to the place, set traps, like, do what you can, but then start harassing them again. because if you don't harass them, this gives them a chance to like start scavenging houses and getting more of those amulets, more health, more ammo. Basically, more of a pain in the ass for you in the long run. Upping my guys there. And if you can see their health there, they actually seem to be pretty damaged right now. Like Ash is about to go down, it looks like. And here they are. So yeah, if I give them a chance here, like they can get more like cola and stuff. All right, now I have Ash who's low health. Something a little frustrating about the guns here, and I think it kind of goes both ways for survivors and demon, is their bullets really don't have that much. Like they're always like shotguns or like little pistols, you know. You don't get military grade weapons here, so you can't like pull out an AR and just unload on them. You always get like a double barrel shotgun, fire out 2 rounds, then reload. Oh, if you're looking at the menu item too, the little B button. Actually, I'll get back to that. So now I'm an elite unit again. They're beating on me, but thankfully you can kind of take it. You can take hits. And there you go. He's just stuck there, and you just watch him get the shit beat out of him. Okay, so you see the little triangle or the little diamond? That's 20, 19, 18. That thing. That's each demon has their own power. For this one, for Granny, that one, if you activate it while you're like a demon, it kind of boosts up your units that you send out to them. So spawn a bunch of people and then just like press that button and it's kind of like the flute guy for the necromancer. It basically powers up your guys. And hey, a little bit helps. Alright, so I'm using that power now, but I'm using it and I spawn with it. Ash got the fuck out of there because he's got low health. There's an amulet I'm hitting, just might as well clear that out of the way. So they just beat the crap out of me there. 2 of them are nice and terrified, and their health is getting really low. But you can't keep attacking them. You just gotta collect your things when you can. He's out of ammo. So while they're dealing with all that, try to grab more stuff. I love the tree. Just finding me a giant tree, just smacking them. Not raping them. They're not going that far with the movie lore, but definitely giving them a smack. So this girl's right by a campfire. There is a reason for that. Is when you're terrified, that's how you get out of terror, so you can't be possessed as easy. I spawned this elite guy, but he's just chasing her. She just got the hell out of there. So yeah, as you can see with this game, it's juggling a bunch of different things. I'm still learning how to juggle it effectively, but so far I've found just spawning in there and possessing your own guys and beating the shit out of them has been so far the most effective way I've gotten this. Keep collecting. And time to bring out Grandma. Yeah, another thing you can do with her is a body slam, which is good if you're getting swarmed by them. Alright, 2 of them are knocked down. 3 of them are knocked down. My other guys are helping out. So now it's just one person up right now. And just assault them, and that's game. So yeah, when they're running around, set traps around them, just harass them at like level 10, and so far that seems to be the most effective method.
One by one, they have joined us. Until
Anyways, hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna probably upload the other demons once I start getting good with them, but it is a long road so far. Anyway, that's it for now, and take care.